Hey everyone, welcome to our little slice of heaven. Ever dreamed of owning a goat farm? We did too. Chip always jokes that I have a soft spot for animals, especially ones with as much personality as goats. But turning this dream into a reality took a lot of love, planning, and a whole lot of goat cheese. This video takes you through our journey from the initial idea of raising our own goats to a thriving farm in just 10 months. We wanted a life closer to nature, where we could enjoy fresh, delicious goat cheese and milk straight from our backyard. We're talking farm to table at its finest. We're excited to share the highs and lows, the challenges and triumphs of turning a dream into reality. We learned so much along the way, and we hope this video inspires you to chase your own farm to table dreams, no matter how big or small. Every project starts with a dream, and for us, it was the image of a peaceful pasture filled with happy goats. But we quickly learned that turning a dream into a reality takes a lot of planning. We knew we wanted a small, sustainable farm that would provide for our family, and maybe even allow us to share our bounty with the community. We started by defining our goals. Did we want to focus solely on milk production, or were we interested in cheese making and other goat milk products? We also had to consider the space we had available, the costs involved, and the time commitment required. Research became our best friend. We devoured books, articles, and online forums, learning everything we could about goat breeds, farm management, and the legalities of selling goat milk products. We even reached out to experienced goat farmers for advice, gleaning valuable insights from those who had already walked this path. Creating a realistic budget was crucial. We accounted for initial expenses like purchasing goats, building shelters, and fencing the pasture. We also factored in ongoing costs like feed, veterinary care, and marketing. It was important to be honest with ourselves about what we could afford and to create a plan that made financial sense. Market research was another vital step. We needed to understand the demand for goat milk products in our area, identify potential customers, and determine a competitive pricing strategy. This involved visiting local farmers markets, talking to cheese shops, and researching online platforms for selling our products. Through this initial planning and research phase, we laid the foundation for a successful goat farm. We learned the importance of setting realistic goals, conducting thorough research, and creating a solid plan to guide our journey. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the exciting world of goat breeds and share our experience choosing the perfect herd for our farm. With our farm plan in place, we were itching to bring home our goats. But with so many breeds to choose from, we knew this decision required careful consideration. Each breed has unique characteristics, temperaments, and milk production capabilities, so we had to find the perfect fit for our goals. We spent hours researching different breeds, poring over pictures and reading about their personalities. Some breeds are known for their high milk production, while others are prized for their fiber or meat. We considered factors like climate adaptability, disease resistance, and temperament, wanting goats that would thrive in our environment and be a joy to work with. We ultimately fell in love with the gentle nature and creamy milk of Nigerian dwarf goats. Their small size makes them manageable, and their playful personalities stole our hearts. We knew they'd be a perfect addition to our family farm. Finding reputable breeders was paramount. We wanted healthy, well-socialized goats from ethical sources. We visited several farms, asking questions about their breeding practices, health protocols, and the goats' temperaments. It was important to see the goats interacting with their herd and to get a feel for the breeder's commitment to their animals' well-being. We recommend starting with a small, manageable herd, especially for first-time goat owners. This allows you to learn the ropes, establish routines, and ensure you can provide adequate care for each animal. We started with 3 does and a wether, a neutered male for companionship. Bringing our goats home was a joyous occasion. We carefully unloaded them into their new pasture, their excited bleats filling the air. Watching them graze peacefully in the pasture, we felt an overwhelming sense of accomplishment. In the next chapter, we'll walk you through the process of creating a safe and comfortable haven for your goats, from building sturdy shelters to establishing reliable feeding and watering systems. With our herd settling in, it was time to create a goat paradise. We knew our goats needed a safe, comfortable space to thrive, so we rolled up our sleeves and got to work building their dream home. First on the list was a sturdy, weatherproof shelter to protect them from the elements. We opted for a three-sided structure with a sloped roof, ensuring proper ventilation and drainage. The goats needed a dry, draft-free place to sleep, especially during cold winters and rainy days. We used durable, rot-resistant lumber and reinforced the structure to withstand playful goats and curious critters. Next came the fencing. Goats are notorious escape artists, so we invested in sturdy fencing that was tall enough to prevent them from jumping over and secure enough to deter digging. We chose a combination of woven wire and electric fencing to keep our goats safe and sound. A reliable water source was crucial. We installed automatic waterers in both the shelter and the pasture, ensuring our goats had access to fresh, clean water at all times. We also made sure the water lines were insulated to prevent freezing during the winter months. Feeding time is always an adventure with goats. We built elevated feeders to keep hay and grain off the ground, preventing waste and minimizing the risk of parasites. We also created a mineral station where our goats could access essential nutrients for optimal health. We designed our goat area with ease of cleaning in mind. Regular cleaning is essential for maintaining a healthy environment and preventing the spread of disease. Creating a comfortable and enriching environment was important to us. Building our goat sanctuary was a labor of love, but seeing our goats thrive in their new home made every ounce of effort worthwhile. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the daily routines and health management practices that keep our goats happy and healthy. Life on the goat farm is never dull. Our days are filled with a mix of chores, cuddles, and the occasional goat shenanigan. Establishing consistent routines is essential for keeping our goats healthy, happy, and, well, out of trouble. Our day begins with a visit to the goat palace. We greet our herd with a chorus of "Good morning, girls," and check on their well-being. We look for any signs of illness, injury, or unusual behavior, such as lethargy, loss of appetite, or discharge from the nose or eyes. Early detection is key to preventing the spread of disease and ensuring our goats receive prompt treatment if needed. Next comes breakfast. We replenish their hay feeders, ensuring they have access to plenty of fresh, high-quality forage. Goats are browsers by nature, and hay should make up the majority of their diet. We also provide a small amount of grain for added nutrition, especially for pregnant or lactating does. Water is essential, so we check their automatic waterers throughout the day, making sure they're clean, full, and functioning correctly. Goats are particularly susceptible to dehydration, so we never take any chances. We love spending time with our goats, brushing their coats, trimming their hooves, and giving them plenty of scratches and affection. These interactions help us build trust with our herd and allow us to monitor their health up close. Preventative health measures are crucial. We work closely with our veterinarian to develop a vaccination and deworming schedule tailored to our goats' needs and our region's specific health concerns. Evening brings another feeding and a final check on our herd before we tuck them in for the night. In the next chapter, we'll explore the exciting world of marketing and profitability, sharing our journey from farm to market and how we turned our passion for goats into a thriving business. With our goats thriving and our farm humming along, it was time to share our bounty with the world. We turned our passion for goats into a business, connecting with our community and bringing delicious farm-fresh products to their tables. Identifying our target audience was crucial. Were we targeting health-conscious consumers, cheese enthusiasts, or families? Understanding our ideal customer helped us tailor our marketing efforts. We wanted our brand to reflect the heart and soul we poured into our farm. We chose a name that evoked warmth, authenticity, and connection to the land. Handcrafted labels showcased our commitment to quality and small batch production. Exploring diverse income streams was the fun part. We started by selling fresh goat milk directly from our farm. We also experimented with making artisan goat cheese. Farmers' markets became our weekend ritual. We loved interacting with customers and seeing their faces light up when they tasted our products. People were eager to support local businesses with a commitment to sustainability and animal welfare. We reached out to local restaurants and cafes offering samples of our cheese. Chefs appreciated the quality and unique flavors of our goat cheese. Social media became a powerful tool for connecting with customers. We shared behind-the-scenes glimpses of farm life and showcased the care and dedication that went into every product. People loved getting to know the faces behind the farm and appreciated our transparency. In the final chapter, we'll reflect on the lessons learned, the challenges overcome, and the joys of farm life. Well, there you have it. Our journey from a simple dream to a bustling goat farm in just 10 months. It hasn't always been easy. Ask Chip about the time our favourite doe, Daisy, escaped into the garden. But even with the muddy boots and early mornings, we wouldn't trade this life for anything. We've learned so much about goats, about ourselves, and about the power of hard work and determination. This experience has been more rewarding than we could have ever imagined, and we hope our story inspires you to chase your own dreams, no matter how big or small. Remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is love. Pour your heart into your passions, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Thanks for joining us on this incredible adventure.